This is Rodney Williams, tight end for the Denver Broncos. You listening to No Cap Sports.
Welcome back, No Cap Sports. We got a special guest with us today. The guy we've been working closely with for the past couple of years. Guy finally, cashed out on his NFL dreams. Got picked up by the Broncos this offseason. Rodney Williams. So welcome to the show, bro. How you been doing?
Going on, bro. I'm doing good. I've been waiting to get on here.
I'm glad you're on here, bro. So, you in Denver right now, rookie minicamp. What's it like in Denver right now?
It's cold, bro. I ain't never seen snow in May before. But I mean, it's fun, bro. You getting to do, what you always dreamt of doing. Of course, it's at a different level, so it's a little more stressful. You gotta dedicate more time to it, but at the same time, it's your dream, so you can't do nothing but have fun with it.
I understand, bro. So, kind of want to start this episode. Back, at the beginning of your football journey. So, like, when did you start playing? When did you figure out like you had a love for the game and all that?
So I started playing football when I was 7, for the Whitehaven Vikings. Best little league team ever do it. So yeah, I started playing then, man. And I really wanted to play before 7. I really wanted to start playing when I was like 4 or 5, but my mom was scared and all that. But finally my dad convinced her to let me go out there, and play. So I say I had a love for it very early. That was my first thing I got as a kid was a helmet. So you feel me? So I felt like, it was destined for me to be a football player. Yeah, bro, I fell in love with it since then, been riding with it ever since.
Yeah, I feel. And so, kind of transitioning over to high school, you go to Germantown, you play 3 varsity sports, bro. You hoop. I ain't never seen you hoop, so I can't, say you a bucket over there.
It's like that.
It's like that?
Yeah, it's like that. It's on YouTube. You need to check it out. Yeah,
I'm going to let them decide if you a bucket or not. But you know what I'm saying? But you play basketball, football, and you was a state champion in track. So was there ever a moment when you was in high school you was like, man, maybe I should hoop, maybe I should be for real with this track stuff, or was it always like just straight football for you?
Nah, there was a time where I was like, man, I really want to, I think I want to, try to go to college to play basketball. And I was getting some, some looks for it.
Yeah.
But I felt like shit. I'm cussing, my bad.
Hey,
but
you straight.
I felt like when I was 6'3" playing power forward. In Memphis,
yeah,
you're gonna be on the block. Like you want to talk to them on the team.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, I'm 6'3" playing power forward. If I go to the next level, be a guard. And I ain't never played guard before. I've been a big my whole life because I always been, want to talk to people on my team. So I was like, man, I feel like my skill set would be more useful, more special, in football. Than it would basketball. And with track, man, I really didn't do track until my senior year. That was my first time doing track, and I just did it because we didn't win state championship in basketball or football that year. I wanted to win state in something. And one of my coaches was like, man, come try, high jump for me in track. So I went and tried it, and it worked out for me.
Yeah, that's crazy. And so you kind of going back to the basketball thing. You were 6'3" playing power forward, but you claim you was a bucket even though you didn't have a guard bag.
Yeah. I got it done. The job got done regardless.
So describe your basketball play style there, because that was intrigued, bro.
Yeah, bro. So really, once you see the highlight tape, you're gonna see me on some real post moves type stuff. Right?
Yeah.
At 6'3", I'm down there spinning, jump hooking, I'm doing all that.
Real Zach Randolph.
Exactly.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Yeah. So kind of now, shifting focus to football. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you're 6'3". You felt like you had more of a chance in football. So kind of just like, how would you describe your high school football career, like all 4 years? And kind of when did you like that light click and be like, man, I could be a D1 or a really good football player if I really, you know what I'm saying, get into this?
Yeah, for sure. So man, the thing was, I didn't start playing wide receiver until my 9th grade year. I was a running back before that. So my 9th grade year, I played receiver. And then my 10th grade, I played on the freshman team. First week we didn't throw the ball like that.
Yeah.
But my 10th grade year was my first year in varsity, which we still didn't throw it like that. But I got the chance to start my 10th grade year, and it was I ain't have a good year for real.
Why you say that?
First we still ran the wishbone.
Oh,
yeah. And I just wasn't developed, bro. Like I hadn't been since we ran the wishbone. Just imagine what our Indy was like. There was no receiver Indy. You feel me?
A lot of blocking.
Yeah, so I wasn't getting better. Like I was just out there.
Yeah.
But then transition from that 10th to 11th grade year, I realized that my coaches weren't gonna do it for me. So I had to start getting the drills and doing it on my own. I had a really good junior year, and that's when I was like, dang, I might be a D1 receiver. I started getting some SEC interest, like Mississippi State and Missouri. Those are the top 2 SEC teams that I talked to. But yeah, my senior year going into it, it was supposed to be me and Dylan Mitchell as the top 2 in the state.
Yeah.
But Dylan Mitchell at that time was different. Yeah,
I was there.
He was different. So yeah. So the whole time I'm thinking about competing, I got to compete with Dylan Mitchell. I'm watching to see what he dropped this week, seeing the numbers, but I ended up getting hurt against Whitehaven, 2nd or 3rd game of the year.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I had a high ankle sprain, and them put you out. So I missed about 5 games, and during that time, when the coach would call me, ask me how the game was, and I tell him, man, I ain't play, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
The communication just kept falling off more and more, and so I ended up leaving my senior year with no offers.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what I really didn't know what I was gonna do. So then I just tried to attack basketball, and it's crazy that my basketball film helped me get offered football because 6'3", got a basketball background, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
So they ended up helping me get offered, and so UT Martin and Tennessee Tech was my 2 biggest offers coming out of high school. So I just chose Martin. They messed with me. I had the injuries, stayed loyal to me. So I decided to stay loyal to them.
Yeah. And so did Martin come like at the end of football season, or did it come like during that basketball season?
Yeah, so I talked to them at the end of football season, but they didn't really, start recruiting me hard until the basketball season. Like they came to practice and all that type stuff. So it was that type deal. But yeah, they ended up offering me during basketball season.
Yeah. And that's crazy, bro. I didn't know, your senior year got cut short. Because I was going to talk to you about that White Station game, but you might not have played or whatever because we came through and we handled our business over there.
When was this? Hold on. What year was this?
Your senior year. We played, I want to say we played out at Germantown.
No, I did play White Station. It was at the fairgrounds, though.
Yeah, it was.
The fairgrounds, the worst field in Memphis.
You so capped, man. That's just legendary.
The worst field in Memphis. I think that was like my that might have been my first game back though from my ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't play good at all.
I know.
And I ain't play good at all. It was some corner, but they was talking about it. Like I think he got some clout off me not doing good that game. I forgot his name now, but John Boss was talking about him and all that. Yeah, I was high behind that one. I still didn't predict.
I mean, look where you at, and I ain't gonna say where he at now, but it's 2 different places.
For sure that.
It's 2 different places. But kind of talking about, that high school some more, talking about how, you didn't really get developed in high school. So when you got to Martin, was it like a jump for you that you had to make, or did you feel like you were on that level when you got there, like able to compete with other guys in the room?
Well, so like I was saying, man, I took it upon myself. So everything. Well, actually, my senior year, I had a receiver coach come in. We started running like a spread, more of a spread offense. So we did. He at least taught me because I didn't even know releases at that time.
Yeah,
I was just going like they were just throwing me jump balls, and I just jump up and catch. That was you feel me? Or a little now screen, break. The corners little in high school, just break the tackle and go. You feel me? So now he teach me releases and stuff. Now we actually working on route running. So that helped me, transitioning into college. Shout out to Coach Reb. But that helped me transition into college. And plus, I was still doing things on my own. So when I got there, of course, you're a freshman. You're not gonna be the thing. I had to realize. I feel like a lot of other kids got to realize, like, when you go into college, you going against. First of all, they was already the best player on their high school team, like you were. Well, depending on the level you playing at, of course. But they already the best player on their high school team, like you were, and they've been here getting developed.
Yeah.
You just coming in fresh, you feel me? So, like, don't be coming in expecting, like, when you see you at the bottom of the depth chart, there's a reason for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not there yet. Now, some people are. Some people just built different.
Yeah.
But me personally, I wasn't. I played my freshman year, but I wasn't at the level of the rest of the guys there.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You get to Martin, and you were there with, like, a lot of talented guys, looking at Jalen Moore, guy who's been in the league for, 2 years now with Baltimore, 2-3 years.
Yeah, 2-3.
Yeah, he was an all-OVC guy, and then y'all had a guy go to the CFL from Martin, right? If I remember
Right.
So, yeah, you come into a stacked room, but still to be able to get the chance to play your freshman year is crazy. You know what I'm saying? At any level of college football. So kind of just like, how did you get to that point to where, like, as a freshman, they were allowing you to play, allowing you to return kicks, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of, and what did that mean to you playing off the rip at Martin?
Yeah, I felt like, so it's really two sides to it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, first off, I feel like I came in there with, like, the mentality that I was going to just do my best to outwork everybody.
Yeah.
Which is hard, bro, because, you in college, people work hard. Like, especially as a freshman, you're going to hit their walls. It's something you never did before. Like, it's the most football you've ever played in your life. So you're going to hit that wall up, man. I'm tired. Like, you feel me?
Especially that fall camp.
Yeah, man, it's rough, bro. It's rough. So, but yeah, I just took it, as an opportunity. Like, when I started getting reps with, like, the starters and stuff like that, that's when I felt like, and I realized I was the only freshman, that was getting them. It gave me, like it was like a refreshing, bro. Okay, let me log back in and do this because they see something in me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, I just tried to outwork everybody, make sure I knew what I needed to know, make sure if anything else, I was going to know where to line up and what route I had, if nothing else, you feel me? So, because that's one of the hardest parts for a freshman coming in is learning the playbook.
That's right.
So, yeah, bro, that's how it felt good, to know my coaches believed in me like that. So, yeah, that's how I felt, coming in as a freshman.
Yeah. And so, I ain't gonna lie, bro, you spent a lot of time in Martin. 6 years. 6 years, bro. And so, you know what I'm saying? Looking at it, you get to your junior year, you put up a pretty good season, 23 receptions, 252 yards. Then your senior season comes, you get the bone bruise. Just kind of, you know what I'm saying? It shut you down. You only played 4 games that year, took a redshirt year. Just kind of, what was your mental at that year when you're thinking, like, man, this is my last year in college potentially, and I only played 4 games, and I might not reach the dreams that I want to reach?
Yeah, bro, it was tough. It was tough for sure, but I really could have played that senior year through the injury, but my coach came to me and was like, "Hey, man, we got like those 2 receivers you talked about. They were still there, Terry and Jalen. We got them 2. Like, it's not enough ball to go around. Really, is essentially what I got from the conversation. Because those 2 gonna get the ball. You third on the list.
Yeah, like straight up.
So, which I understood. So he was like, man, it'd probably be best if you, redshirt this year, came back next year, and now you can be the guy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I listened to him, took his advice, played my 4 games, sat out. So yeah, it was tough though, bro. I really didn't. There was a time it got to the point I was like, man, I need to make sure I get this school stuff right because this football it ain't going where I think it's gonna go. So make sure my backup plan together.
Yeah, I feel that, bro. And so, assuming it didn't work out, what was your backup plan have been?
So my degree is in business management. My mama worked at FedEx for like 20 years. So the plan was to either, help, use her as a resource, help me get on there. But I also got a friend named Joshua Puryear. He worked at Enterprise, and he climbed the ladder there quick. So he also told me, if things don't work out, man, I got a spot for you here. So, I was gonna have a job. Feel me? Of course, it wasn't gonna be doing what I love to do, but I was gonna be straight, I guess.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. You 6'3", bro. You don't had no reason to be working at Enterprise.
Feel me?
Oh God. But coming back to college, you know what I'm saying? Was it after that senior year that you made the switch to tight end?
No, I really wasn't. I mean, it was, I guess, but
Yeah.
it really was. That wasn't the plan. But COVID is really what did it. COVID shut my season down. So the thing was, around that time, that's when DK came out, and so I'm thinking in my mind like, all right, this what they, this making him special, how big he is. So I'm about to try to get big and fast and strong as I can during this off season as possible.
Yeah.
And I guess, bro, like I got a little too big. Like my coach was like, and then this was like during that time, DK came out, he had made all that noise, so I'm lifting. But then now, because our season got canceled, now Kyle Pitts is blowing up.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, you feel me? Like I can see you playing this role on our team. And I'm seeing what, he finna go 7th overall. I'm seeing all this. I'm like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll buy into it. Now, initially, I wasn't supposed to be doing that much blocking. But, I think I messed up when he asked me to do it once, and I did a good job at it.
Yeah.
And from then on, it was downhill. He had me doing all of it. So, which it helped me in the long run for sure. Yeah. But, yeah, that's how that went.
So kind of talking about that transition, I know you said you put on some weight. So how much weight did you put on? You know what I'm saying? And kind of what were the things you did to make that switch?
So I went from 210, like 215 to 235.
And one and one like semester?
Yeah, this was in one off season lift.
Yeah.
I switched up my diet. That was the biggest thing. Like I switched my diet up. I added like 2 more meals and like snacks in between. And I just instantly just started, blowing up like quick. So that's how I did that, just lifting and eating different.
Yeah. And then so kind of looking at it, bro, like you said, you put on the weight, you move to tight end, get named FCS second team, All-American, and All OVC second team. Just, you know what I'm saying, that season playing tight end, how did you find yourself having more success? You know what I'm saying? You scored 7 touchdowns in 2 years, get 59 receptions in those 2 years. Just, you know what I'm saying? How did you find success in that position switch?
Man, it was natural. It was just like I'm going from corners, running routes on corners to running routes on linebackers and safeties.
Easy.
It became easy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we're running over the middle. Now that I'm 235, 240 pounds, I'm not, the licks not, they don't feel the same when you that way, at least at that level. You feel me? I've yet to see what they feel like here, but you feel me? At least at that level, they feel the same when you put on that weight. So, it was just, it was mismatched opportunities for me. And they were able to, run me up the middle of the field, racing a Mike backer, stuff like that. Like I'm gonna win that every time. So yeah, it became easy when I moved in there.
Would you say it was any challenges in the switch? Like, did you have anything?
So,
all right, so talk to me about that.
Blocking corners and safeties to blocking DNs and line, like the reverse side of it. You feel me? Like I'm faster than you. I can get open, but now I got to try to block you.
Yeah.
You feel me? And blocking linebackers really wasn't, an issue. But them DNs, bro, they about 260, 270. That it get tough in there. You get tough in there for sure.
Did you ever have one of those like welcome to college football moments, like you get tossed, anything like that? Or
mine happened in practice.
Yeah.
My sophomore year, we was running this little. So the play was I would start on the right side at number 2 motion behind the quarterback, and he would throw me like a little screen pass behind him. Well, our defense was running trap, and the 2 receivers both let the corner split in between them. So I'm looking back at the quarterback, he throwing it to me. And our corner his name was Andrew Horton. He was like 6'2", 200, 205, somewhere in there.
Big bud.
And bro, he hit me so hard that my feet flew up, and like I kicked him in the nuts. That's how hard he hit me. Yeah, but that was bad. That hurt.
I'm already knowing, especially as a sophomore, bro.
Yeah, that was rough.
Sophomore. So, kind of talking about it some more, bro. You know what I'm saying? You in your senior year, you're super senior year. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 6 years. So you end the year, and then the kind of the pre-draft process starts. So kind of how did you prepare for that, for one, and then just you know what I'm saying? Just talk about the process as a whole.
Yeah, bro. So I was going through it actually, because the agent I thought I was about to have, he like pulled out on me last second.
Mhm.
So I was going through, because I know how important having an agent is in the business. But I ended up talking to Jalen Moore's agent, and he had reached out to me earlier because Jalen had put a word in for me. So shout out to him. But so then it came the end of the year, I hit him up and I was like, man, I tried to not show him that I was really like desperate for an agent, because that's a bad look.
Yeah.
But I was just talking to him like, asked him if he had any room left on this team, because I like what he did. I saw what he did for Jalen and all that. So then he ended up telling me, he could take me on. Got me to CGS, College Gridiron Showcase game in Texas, in front of it was like 25, 26 teams there. He got me there, and then he got me. So we did that, and I did good at that. Then I went to Nashville X3 to train for pro day. Stayed there for, I think I was there for like 2 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, that came with a lot of stuff. They fed us and all that. Got my weight back up, and I had pro day at Knox, and it went like that.
Yeah. And so, looking at this pro day, man, they put all of your numbers next to like all the tight ends that went to the combine numbers. Crazy, bro. Just crazy. First of all, starting out 6'3", 235, big body, 79-inch wingspan, 40.5-inch vert, which was first among tight ends that went to the combine. Would have been first among them. A 10-10 broad jump, which would have been first. A 4.16 short shuttle, which would have been first. A 4.51 40, which would have been first. And 22 reps on bench, which would have ranked second. And that's amongst all tight ends at the combine. So, you know what I'm saying? You go to that pro day, you kill the pro day. Kind of, what was just the process of talking to teams and stuff like that, like, after the pro day?
Man, after pro day, it got wild. Like, my phone didn't stop ringing. It got a little. I was talking to my agent about, like, man, like, I just want to put it down, like, put it on do not disturb sometimes, because I'm not used to this. I'm not used to my phone ringing all the time. I don't talk on the phone. You feel me? So I'm not used to this. But at the same time, it was like, this is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. Imagine how you would feel if it wasn't ringing. You know what I'm saying? So I just, took that, listened to every team, because I didn't care where I went. I just wanted to be in the league. So listen to every team, talk to them, had a couple Zoom meetings. I think I talked to like 20, 32 I got a call from.
Yeah.
But I only had like 4 or 5 Zoom meetings though. But yeah, bro. So it was pretty hectic. I thought I was gonna get drafted. I did.
Yeah.
I think I was gonna get drafted. But it didn't work out that way. But I'm still in the building, so that's all that matters.
So when you say you think you were gonna get drafted, who was kind of giving you that feeling, and around what range? Talking about like rounds.
Yeah, so I thought I was gonna go by 6 or 7. And just talking to teams, I thought I was gonna be a Charger at one point. I thought I was gonna be a 49er at one point. Those were the two teams that I really thought that I was gonna end up being at. But the 49ers had a lot of picks in those later rounds. And I was talking to the tight ends coach, and because I had a Zoom with him. He was telling me he was in there fighting for me. But it didn't, they ended up not going with me. So, I ended up, choosing Denver based out of the Raiders and the Jaguars. It was Denver, and it was one other team.
Yeah.
That I can't remember right now. But I ended up going with Denver, just, looking at the roster, and looking at the offer. Feel me? So I said, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shoot out there with Russell.
Couldn't beat it. Especially after they get rid of Noah Fant this offseason. You know what I'm saying? They got a big opportunity in Denver for you to come in. And so kind of just talking some more. Now you in Denver. Like I said, rookie minicamp started. Just that first week, you know what I'm saying? All the installs, getting used to the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole operation, really. just like what has that been like for you going from Germantown High School to Tennessee Martin to the top of the top and with the Denver Broncos in the NFL?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's still crazy to this day. Like, because I've never been around nothing like it. Like as far Power Five guys, they've had training facilities and buildings like this. UT Martin, man, we didn't have that. So it's crazy. All the things that I'm being exposed to now. It's just, but the thing about that first week, bro, was getting used to that altitude.
Yeah.
It was
that
hard
crazy?
to breathe. Yeah, it's crazy. It's real. It's real. My nose started bleeding. Like it's real. Like, yeah, it's real. So the altitude and just getting used to an NFL playbook. Like,
yeah.
I don't even really know how to like describe the like how detailed it is, how you feel me, like how everything has to be done a certain way in order for this play to work, because you're going against the best players in the world.
Yeah.
So you gotta, things gotta be run the right way in order for stuff to work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, it's different for sure. It's different. We get it in. It's our job for real.
I can imagine, bro. And I know it's 2 times harder for you because not only do you have to know the routes, know the back half of the play call, but you got to know the front half in terms of protection, which way, you know what I'm saying, run blocking, all of that. So you really got to be, you don't have to be as in-depth as a quarterback, but you got to know the whole playbook inside and out. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
everything
for sure.
you got to do.
Sure.
So like when you got that first install, just like when you said in that first install meeting, just kind of how was your mind going as they were just kind of walking through everything, walking through the whole call, all of that?
Yeah, it was crazy. I had to pause for a second, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? What's all this? Terms I haven't heard before. But it's like I had really multiple emotions during the meeting. Like, it was like times where I was like, come on, bro, like, how am I supposed to get all this?
Yeah.
Then it was, I got to the mindset of, well, people done it before. And then I asked to do that, and nobody did. So I'm just gonna, do what I gotta do. But then it was like surreal, because there was a point where Russell got up there and started talking and started like, coaching. I'm like, bro, like this Russell Wilson, like talking to me like my teammate.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, it was that type of deal. But yeah, man, I was a little everywhere with that.
I can imagine, bro. I can imagine. And so now that you're there, you know what I'm saying? You're a weekend, confident in you, in the sense that you're gonna make the roster, kill the preseason, kill everything. What would you say are your goals now that you've made it thus far?
So I think first and foremost, my goal is to make the 53-man. Second with that, I mean, just shooting as far as I can. I would like to be on an all-rookie team, make an all-rookie team for sure. So hopefully, I can get that accomplished. But just I can get on all the active roster, man. I plan on doing something in the city. I don't know what yet.
Yeah.
But once I can get the right amount of money and resources behind me, especially with coming, I can collab with Greg or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. I know he got some outreach, something like that. But I plan on having something in the city during the off season. So hopefully I can do what I do here to make that happen back home.
Yeah, for sure. That's real, bro. And since you brought it up, kind of just talk about what working with Greg and working with Fast Break has done for you these past off seasons. He's been on the pod, kind of talked about the program. So just kind of talk about what that program has meant for you in terms of reaching where you're at now.
Yeah, man. I honestly, I feel like, me ended up going to Fast Break is a big reason why I'm here now. It was somebody there, like Greg was somebody that he spoke my language.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in college you have your position coaches, but a lot of times you can't relate to them.
Yeah.
You feel me? But with Greg, that was different. He slowed the game down for me a lot. And he put a lot of, tools in my tool belt for me to take back that we weren't getting coached on, while we was there. So, that was different for me. It made the game easier. It just, especially all the amount of times that I went during the summer, it transformed my game, man. So I appreciate Greg for that, and he's still to this day, helping me out. I'm actually gonna talk to him later today about some stuff. So yeah, he's still, he's still helping me out in that way, being a mentor.
For sure. Well, to kind of close this thing out, bro, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to speak, bro. Just any words of wisdom you got for the younger players out there, high school, college, smaller schools, just trying to get to the level of success you got so far, bro. Any words of encouragement?
Don't let the level that you're playing at dictate your success. Because I even have a guy here, he played receiver. He's from a D2, and he's still here with me now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that saying about if you can play, they're gonna come find you. I believe that. Now it might, where you play, it could determine the type of deal you get. They're not too quick to draft guys that's not, one of those top D1s. But if you can play, bro, and you get in the building, then you can make your own path. So I would say, don't let that dictate. Don't let where you play dictate your success. And don't let anybody outwork you. Like I don't understand how you could say you want to be somewhere and sit there and watch somebody outwork you. You know what I'm saying? Like that should ignite something in you. Just to let just a pride thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would say, hey, don't let anybody outwork you, man. Don't let your where you are dictate your success.
Yeah, man. So I appreciate you for hopping on the pod with me, chopping it up, bro. I wish you a lot of success, bro. Seeing you work summer after summer, bro, and you definitely getting what you deserve, bro. So I wish you continued success, bro. And thanks again.
Appreciate that. For sure.